is Shanna Monique, and I am here to serve you the word. So come feast with me, where you will never thirst again and have the eternal bread of life. Shalom family, and welcome back to Feasting on the Word with Shanna Monique. As always, it is an honor and a pleasure to be here with you guys. So I wanted to jump on really quickly and share some things that the Lord was speaking to my heart about. A couple of days ago, I had a dream, and for the most part, I knew the dream was not from the Lord, but there was some question, there was some doubt. So I journaled the dream, and at the end I said, Lord, if I'm wrong and the dream is from you and it's something that I need to pay attention to, please clarify it for me, and give me the interpretation. And so the Lord began speaking to me about the dream, but what he said was, no, Shannon, you were right, but I want to remind you that the enemy is now upstepping his game. I mean, he didn't say it like that, but he's starting to throw new tactics at you. And I want you to be on guard at all times. It's imperative. Stay strong. Remember what I told you, and you got this. It's almost like a pep talk, when you have boxers in the ring, they're boxing and they go back to their corners and they have their team in their ear talking to them, letting them know what they need to do for the next round. So then they go back in, taking that information back into the fight. It's much like that. The Lord, he comes and he tells us, okay, listen, that was good, but next time you need to do this. And so with that, he reminded me in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, Paul was speaking about false gods, but more so that Paul understands the enemy's subtle approach to lies and deception, and that he will take truth and mix it in with a lie to deceive us. And so 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 14 says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Verse 15 says, therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. That's the Amplified version. And so, listen, the enemy will go to great lengths to do whatever he needs you to do to buy into what he's saying, as opposed to buying into what the Lord already told you. Because remember, all he can take is what the Lord has already spoken to us to try to confuse us. How does he get that information? When we share our dreams with others. And listen, there's nothing wrong with sharing a dream with someone, as long as you are in a season where the Lord says it's okay for you to share that dream. We just want to be mindful that if we are supposed to be in a season of silence and we're not supposed to be sharing what the Lord has spoken to us, we keep that, because when he asks us to be silent, he's telling us that for a reason. But yes, if you are in a place where the Lord is saying it's okay, you can share this, just understand when you begin to speak about the things that the Lord has spoken to you or has shown you, the enemy now has access to that information. And so he may take on that information. You may have a dream that was very detailed that you shared with someone before. He takes that, he holds on to it, and he waits for the right time, whether that time is 2 weeks from your original dream, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year, whether it's 2 years, whether it's 10 years. He takes what is familiar to you, or he can take what is familiar to you, what you know God has spoken to you previously, and now he's going to take a little bit of the lie and throw it in there. And just that easy, someone can fall into that deception because there's a small part of it that's a lie. So that means all of it is a lie. You can't have 95% truth, 5% lie. The Lord can't lie. It's not in him. It's not in him to lie. And that's what the Lord wants us to be focused on. There was a quote by Alfred Lord Tennyson. He's actually a British poet. I have his quote on the screen so you can see the quote in its fullness. But within that quote, it says, "A lie that is half truth is the darkest of all lies." And the whole thing stood out to me, but that stood out to me so much because we would be prone to believe it because the majority of it looks like truth. And that's why it's dangerous. That's why it's the darkest of all lies, because it's the most believable. And so I just really wanted to say, you know what, Lord, I want to go on and I want to share that with my brothers and sisters in Christ, just as a reminder, because, I know a lot of you guys dream, and sometimes we can lose sight, I know for me, I've been dreaming for quite a long time, and you would think I should have had zero doubt, but thank the Lord that I've really been planted. I've taken the promises, I've taken the words that the Lord has given me, and I've planted them so deep into my heart that I'm like, this part don't make sense. I get everything else, but this particular part just doesn't make sense to me. Something ain't right. This can't be true. But the Lord doesn't want me to be 95% sure. He wants me to be 100% sure. Thank the Lord that he stands on the sidelines waiting to give us the tips that we need to get back in and fight. Because once he releases a word to us, that's now a weapon that we can use to fight when the enemy is trying to confuse us. It's something that we can go back to and say, no, that doesn't coincide with what the Lord has been speaking to me about. So, devil, you didn't get this one off. Sorry. Keep it moving. And by the grace of God, I'm going to get there. But I just really wanted to just jump on and just share that with you guys so that if there's anyone else find themselves in this situation, they can remember that if there is a little bit of a lie in a mountain of truth, it is still a lie. All right? So I hope you guys enjoy your day. I hope it is blessed, full of favor, peace, and joy. And until next time, family, shalom.